Hello everyone and welcome once again to my channel. My name is Arun. I'm a life and a leadership coach, and in this session today I am beginning a new series, and this new series is from sales manager to sales coaches. I'm sure by now you would have seen the series salesman to sales manager, and you would have got a good idea about the transition that you may have to take, steps that you have to take from moving from a salesman to sales manager. Now we are moving into the next part, and that next part is moving from a sales manager to become a sales coach. I'm sure you will agree and you will understand in this entire series that if your core role is to develop people, if your core role is to drive performance from people, then you need to work on developing your people. You need to understand that coaching is the most important feature that is a part of your job as a manager. And in this series that I'm going to start from now, I'll be addressing all issues with respect to what is coaching, what are the challenges that the manager face during coaching, and what is the difference between coaching and training. A lot of time, a lot of managers are confused about it, that when to coach, when to train, and even when to counsel. I'm going to address all this in this video series that I'm starting from now. So welcome to my channel. If you like, subscribe, share this, I will be really grateful to you. So what is coaching? Now in very simple words, coaching means to develop skills and abilities of your people so that they can drive performance. It also means to address issues related to attitudes and behaviors so that people can find out ways on performing better than what they are. And most importantly, coaching also means that to help people to think about solutions by themselves rather than solving problems for them, because that is one of the areas that a lot of managers struggle when they start solving problems for their people and their people do not become capable. So if you are a good manager, that means you are a good coach. And if you are a good coach, it simply means that you are helping your people to develop and perform to an optimal level, or reaching them to a full potential so that they can drive best of their performance. But as a manager, a lot of people think that I have become a manager, so why I should be coaching? What is this all about coaching? So let's understand and discuss about what are the challenges of coaching that a manager observes or feels while he is performing his job. Stay tuned. Now, some time back, there was a survey that was done when managers were asked that how frequently do they coach their teammates, and more than 60% of the respondents said once in a quarter. Now imagine that if you give only this much of time and you expect them to perform to the highest of their ability, how it is going to be possible? Well, there are certain underlying challenges that each manager face. What are they? Let's understand them. Number one, they don't know how to coach. Their managers never told them. Number two, they never had any formal training about coaching, and that is why they struggle to coach. Number three, they do not understand how to differentiate between coaching and doing a sales review plan. They feel that during the sales review, when they tell them you need to do this, you need to take that action, you have to talk to a customer, this is all coaching. Well, that is not. Number four, they are not very sure when it comes to coaching because they either feel too shy or they feel that it is confrontational to do with their colleagues because they are not confident about themselves. And number five is their managers have never trained them on coaching themselves as well as how to coach their teammates. Now, under these challenges, how do you expect a manager to become a coach? But everyone expects that the manager should deliver the best of their performance. On the other side, the manager feel that if I have become a manager, then why do I need to do so much of coaching? Because people are doing their job and they are supposed to deliver their performance. That's where they get wrong. That's where they need to understand their core role is now dependent on people. If your people are not, if they are not delivering, you are also not delivering. And in order to get that delivered, you need to develop them, you need to coach them. We'll understand now the next part. What is coaching and training? A lot of managers are not sure that what is coaching and what is training, and due to which this confusion, they are not able to bring the best out of their people at the right time, at the right place. Stay tuned. So let's talk about training and coaching. As you know that these two words are quite confusing for many people, and particularly with respect to managers, that when to use which at what time so that you can get better productivity. However, both training and coaching are meant for people development. They help people to perform better and become professionally outstanding. Now, let's understand that what is training. So training is all about to develop skills, to acquire knowledge, and to build capabilities so that you can do a particular job in a very effective way. Whereas coaching is all about real-time situations, real-time behaviors, and the person in action. How one can help in building the teammate to overcome those challenges in the real time. That's all about coaching. Now, when it comes to training, it is basically one skill or capability for all, whereas on the coaching front, it is more one-on-one, because everybody will have their own situations, own challenges, and how they can overcome is all about coaching. So let's take a simple example. We all do sales calls. Now, when we do sales calls, we generally do planning and then execution. In very simple terms, that's how we look forward for a sales return. But if you are trained, if you are developed on areas that how to make an effective call, how to make effective planning, how to make effective execution so that you have more return on investment, once a person is skilled on those areas, his productivity improves. And that's what training does. But when it comes to coaching, which is the other side of the coin, is that how are you executing those plans, how much better you can do in executing those plans can help in bringing much higher and a better productivity over a period of time, because you need someone to help people to get skilled over a period of time. So that's the difference between training and coaching. So what's the challenge? What's the problem? With respect to managers, they spend a very less time on coaching, whereas they do spend some time on training the individual so that he or she can become better. And as I've already mentioned, that the research says that more than 60% of the time, only once in a quarter, people spend few hours on this area. Whereas this is the one area which is the most needed to develop your people, because at the end of the day, it is your people who are going to deliver results for you. So apart from training, the larger part is all about coaching, that how you are going to spend time with people in the field to do that. Now, in the next part, I'm going to talk about that why a lot of managers struggle with productivity when it comes to their development of. Now let's talk about that why managers are not productive in spite of a lot of focus on training and coaching, as well as why organizations also do not make much progress. So let me give you a simple example. I was a part of one of the programs with one of the organizations. When I went there, I just asked them that what exactly is their problem. They told me that in spite of heavily investing on their training and development for their sales reps, they are not making much progress in their key account strategy. I simply asked them that what have their managers have done with respect to their development, with respect to ensuring that their reps are executing those learnings that they have gained in the training program. At this point of time, one of the managers responded that we have already trained them. So I repeated my question and they looked very confused. The only answer to that situation is that are the managers really coaching the people on the learnings that they have made, or they have just left it to the sales reps to execute those strategies? Well, this is the biggest problem that a lot of companies face, that when such training programs are rolled out, the managers are not involved in those classes. They are not involved in those programs. On the contrary, they expect their sales reps to be expert in that subject to the best of their capability. They just attend the program, but they do not participate in that. Now, once you are in this situation, you are not able to understand what is being taught in the class, then how will you coach them when you go into the real-time situations in the field? And due to which they only stuck their guns to training and they blame the training manager or the training company, but they don't look at the larger picture, and that is how the entire training program is now getting executed in the real time when it comes to field. Now this is where managers get stuck and they don't show their productivity as required in their role. Now, if you really want to become productive as a good manager, the first lesson is that you need to be a good coach. And to be a good coach, you need to understand what is the difference between training and coaching, so that you are able to put a lot of efforts in building capabilities of your people so that they can perform better and bring better results for you. Well, I'm sure this series is going to be very exciting, as I'm going to talk a lot about coaching and how a manager can become a better coach. So I hope you would have liked this video. Do like, share, subscribe. Your feedback, comments in the comment section. I look forward to your more detailed feedback. What more topics are going to excite you? Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching me.